The Dolores Zohrab Scholarship awards a full tuition and an $18,000 stipend for 3 years. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, my name is Grace Patrice and I'm a third-year medical student at the Mayo Clinic Alex School of Medicine. In today's video, I wanted to talk about 5 absolute scholarships you have to apply to. We all know how expensive medical school can be in the United States, and most people graduating with an average debt of $150,000 to $200,000. It's a lot of money. I personally feel like scholarships can go a long way in reducing your financial burden and giving you the peace of mind to pursue your education as you're supposed to. I'm a Christian and I get all of my inspiration from the Bible, and I personally believe a verse in the Bible that says that thou shalt lend and not borrow. The Lord says in the Bible that the gold is mine, the silver is mine. So I truly believe when I was praying and trusting God for a scholarship, that He could give me a scholarship and I could go to medical school debt free. And God being so good, 2 years ago, I got a full ride scholarship to medical school and I do not have to take out loans. So for this video, I made a lot of notes on my phone, so I'm going to be referring to them. For all the scholarships, I'm going to be given the amounts that the scholarship offers, the type of scholarship it is, and the eligibility. I will link all the websites in the description below so you can look for the deadlines, read more about it, and hopefully apply and reduce your loan burden. The first scholarship that I'm going to be talking about is the Soros Scholarship. This scholarship, I believe, awards up to $90,000 for 2 years for a graduate education. The type of scholarship is a merit-based scholarship, and I personally like merit-based scholarships because you do not have to prove over and over again that you are poor and you need money, and it really truly awards you money based on your accomplishments and the dreams that you have. So the Soros Scholarship is a merit-based scholarship, and its eligibility is that you have to be an immigrant or from an immigrant background, which means that one of your parents or both parents immigrated into the country. Another part of it that's really crucial is that you have to be, at the time of application, be 30 years or younger when you apply. One thing I also really love about a Soros Scholarship is that it's actually open to international students as long as you did high school here. So if you're an international student looking for ways to fund your education in the United States and you went to high school here, I would highly recommend the Soros Scholarship. The next scholarship I want to talk about, which is my personal favorite, wink wink, wink wink, is the Dolores Zohrab Scholarship. The amount, so the Dolores Zohrab Scholarship awards a full tuition and an $18,000 stipend for 3 years. This scholarship is a need-based scholarship, which means that, like, you come from a background that unfortunately you cannot finance your education by yourself, or your parents can also not help you. And I highly recommend this scholarship because it's need-based, and it's okay. You don't have to be shy about being broke. You're broke now, but you will not be broke forever, okay? We're just like broke for a little bit because we're in med school and we're not working. The eligibility for the Dolores Zohrab Scholarship is that you have to be in graduate school, and really truly you can be studying anything. I believe this was started initially for Armenian studies, but however now it's been expanded to any field of graduate studies and professional school. So medicine, law school, whichever one it is, you can apply as long as you're an American citizen and you come from a financially challenging background. The third scholarship that I want to talk about is the SAMVID Scholarship. And this is a scholarship that's not very popular because I believe they've not been out for a long time. However, they do give out a significant amount of money, and I highly recommend that you apply. The amount of money they give is $50,000 for up to 2 years. It is a merit-based scholarship, and for eligibility, you have to be a US citizen who is a full-time graduate student, have an undergraduate GPA of at least 3.5, and be a driver of change. The fourth scholarship that I want to talk about is the Military Health Professions Scholarship Program. So this is a scholarship that is geared towards recruiting medical students and hopefully physicians into the military, because guess what? The military also needs their own physicians. For the amount, truly everything is paid for, your tuition is paid for, you're giving a living stipend to pay for your rent, your food, your utilities, basically your cost of living, as well as reimbursement for books, equipment, and supplies. To be eligible, you have to be a US citizen, you have to gain admission to medical school, you need a 3.2 undergraduate GPA and a 500 MCAT, as well as a bachelor's from the United States. The only caveat about this scholarship is that it's not truly free. So for every year that the military funds you, you have to give that year back in service. So if, say, the military funds you for 4 years, you have to give a minimum of 4 years back to the military once you're done with medical school. And there are different ways of doing this. Some people do their residency in the military. However, I believe if you do a civilian residency, that doesn't count and you still have to serve 4 years in the military. The last scholarship that I want to talk about, I call it the small scholarships. So these are not like the big ones where your tuition is funded, you're given a stipend, like in one scholarship or like one program, like the ones I had mentioned earlier, like PD Soros or the Dolores Zohrab or the SAMVID. These are like smaller scholarships that like add up if you apply to a lot of different ones. As the saying goes, little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. It can be like so exhausting applying for these things constantly, but for me, I always feel like they are worth it. If you take it as your little part-time job and you're applying to this smaller scholarships, they could like really add up. The first website I would highly recommend you check out is the NMF website. So this website is a bank of scholarships, and they changed the application process such that you can have one application that goes to multiple scholarships, which I feel like is ingenious, because in the past you had to like apply individually to every scholarship, and that was like very exhausting. However, with this like new application system, one application, it goes to multiple scholarships, and they have like different application cycles, which I feel is like very good. So definitely check the NMF out. The other scholarships that I want to talk about under the small scholarship category is the specialty scholarships. So these are scholarships that are geared towards students that are interested in a particular scholarship. One common one that is out there is the Dr. Rich and Allen Scholarship. This is a scholarship geared towards cardiology. So if you're like a medical student, incoming medical student who has some experience in cardiology, some interest in cardiology, I would highly recommend you apply. Another one that I know of because it's like a specialty I'm interested in is cardiac surgery, and the name of the scholarship is the AATS Diversity Scholarship, and they give you up to $16,000, I believe, for 2 years. And it's a really great scholarship for those who come from a financial challenging or like need-based background and need money to pursue their medical education. So that's also another scholarship I highly recommend if you're interested in cardiac surgery or even like potentially interested. The reason why I like these scholarships is that once you show interest is enough to apply for this scholarship. It's not a binding agreement that once you get this scholarship you have to be a cardiologist or a cardiac surgeon. I actually like traced a couple of the people that got some of these scholarships, and like they ended up in like different specialties completely, not cardiac surgery. So absolutely apply if you have an interest and if you have someone in the field that can write you a letter of recommendation. The third scholarship that I want to talk about under the small scholarship is called the Elevate Med Scholarship. I don't know all the details about it, but I know a couple students that have gotten this scholarship, so it's one that I highly recommend. I also believe it's around $10,000, so I really think it's worth your application. And the last one that I've seen a lot around that I've been like monitoring their website for when they open. They usually open around like March, April, but I feel like it's also worth you looking into. It's called the Sallie Mae Bridging the Gap Scholarship, and it's also around $10,000 for graduate students. I don't know how long that one goes for. I believe it's like 1 to 2 years, but yeah, I just wanted to put it out there. You know, I'm gonna link it down below. You can check it out, and if you qualify, absolutely recommend you apply. If there are other scholarships that you know of that I didn't mention in this video, please put them in the comment section below so we can all look at it, explore it, and just get the information out there, because the loan burden coming out of medical school is insane. So even if you're able to reduce it somehow, even if you get like $10,000 for 4 years, that's $40,000 worth of free money, and that's a lot of money. So yeah, I wanted to share that. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to comment, don't forget to share, and thank you so much. Bye bye.